What's going on, guys? Steve over Scotch and Things. Hey, got an unboxing for you. Got kind of a grail knife. I would consider it a grail knife for a lot of people. We'll see how I feel about it. There's been nothing. I mean, everybody that has this knife absolutely loves it. And my thoughts on it were, I always thought it was cool. We'll have to see it in person. Like, I like the blade shape. I was just always kind of worried about the handle. It looked, in video and pictures, it always looked, everybody says how comfortable it is, but it always just looked kind of bulbous, or I don't know. So I thought, what the hell, we're gonna give it a shot, and I don't think I'm gonna go wrong. Like I said, it's supposed to be an amazing knife. Everybody who has it loves it, and I picked one up used on the secondary market, so I got pretty lucky. They're kind of hard to come by, and I was a little worried. It had shipped out Monday and said it was supposed to be here by Wednesday originally, and then it said it was going to be here Friday, and then all of a sudden yesterday I lost all tracking info. And even today, like, literally just got off work, dropped some guys off, and checked tracking info again, and there's still, it says that it was waiting for a label to be, that a label had been created and it was waiting to be picked up. I was kind of bummed. Thought it might be lost somewhere, and came home and all of a sudden it's here. So enough blabbing. I didn't cut myself. I got my finger pinched at work in between one of the bin jacks and a bolt, and let me tell you, it kind of hurts. Got the old trusty Delica here. I love this knife. So we will see if all the fuss is worth it. There we go, guys. The Koenig or Koenig, I don't know how to really pronounce it, Arius, made in the USA. And partially I want to give this knife a try. If you go on the guy's website, if you go on Koenig's website, I mean, his story is amazing. And that's kind of, I've talked about it a lot before. You kind of fall in love with the maker of the knife, and then you kind of like the knife. Like, his story is so outstanding. I suggest you go on their website and take a look at his story. Like, I mean, it's tragic, it's uplifting. I won't get into it too much, but as a young kid, he knew he loved knives and knew he wanted to make knives, and that's all I'll say about that. But I'm telling you, go. I mean, some tragedy happened, and then he went and worked his butt off to raise money for his company. So that's, you know, go check it out. So it comes with a birth card. So mine's from 11/5 of 18. So I wish, I've seen early ones were numbered. This is, like I said, a Gen 2. So it comes in, the earlier gens had the CTS, XHP steel. I think they're an M390 now. Little cloth. It's not near as big as I thought. So this one, most of the time I see them, they're either all like the just titanium, plain titanium colored, or a lot of times like carbon fiber. This one is kind of a bronzy finish, and it's supposed to be a phenomenal flipper. Whew. Sharp as hell. So there we go there. Koenig. So I like I said, I loved just the shape of the blade, and I was always kind of worried about how it was skinny here and got kind of fatter here, but it does feel really, really well in hand. You can't really choke up here. You can kind of put your finger, you don't want to, you know, I don't know, maybe sometimes there's a, let's see, yeah, there's a number. It is numbered, but you can't really, maybe it is if I can get really in there. I can't see it right now through the camera, but there's something in there. I think that might be the knife number. But we've got the gold bronzy hardware, kind of a he said it was like a bronze color, but it's almost, I don't know how to describe that. It's like a dull gold color. Oh wow. Spider flick. Look at that action. Oh wow. I've got another knife coming Saturday that is something similar to this in action. Like I said, if you watch my knife collecting is a sickness video, I bought that knife and then the very next day was hunting for one of these. So I'm not sure. My month-long carry is just about up on my ZT308. I'll do that video, and then I've got this knife to choose from and two more that are coming. One's coming Friday, one's coming Saturday, hopefully. So I've got 3 knives. But like I said, I had sold off a bunch of the collection to get these 2 knives, and then traded for another one. Oh my God, that action is, that is just amazing. It's a beautiful knife. It is really beautiful. Like I said, the only thing that always kind of kept me away was it just looked skinny here, and like kind of like the fatter part back here. I was wondering how that would fit in the hand, but it fits really, really well. Nice milled pocket clip here. And like I said, they're kind of hard to get. I missed out. There was a drop DLT had, it might be a couple months ago. I think they're up to Gen 4 now. The Gen 2 flipper tab is a little bit more, I almost want to say like a hinder, kind of how it kind of comes up into a point. And I think the Gen 3 and Gen 4s, it's a little bit more rounded off. They're using M390, I believe now. And this one is milled out. You can see, so some of the Gen 2s were milled out and some were not. So I got lucky and got one that's milled out. So, you know, for being a bigger knife, it's fairly light in hand. I just wish I want to cut something. This thing just feels really sharp. I've never done cut test before. Here's some, this paper might not, here's a failed test for you. Never really do cut tests on here, but this paper just wants to tear. Yeah, but yeah, this paper is garbage. It just tears. It feels sharp though. Oh, I love the blade shape. Like I said, I love this milled out part up here. I love the looks of the blade. The whole knife I think looks good. And now I'm glad I've never had the chance to hold one. So this is my first time holding one, and it does feel really nice. And the action, the guy I bought it from he was waiting for some more to come. So obviously he's a huge fan because he was gonna be up to 11 of these. And I asked him, I said, well, what are the big differences? And he said, and you know, I knew about this just from watching videos, and he said the Gen 4s might be like a hair smoother, and I don't know how you can get smoother than this. I'd like to see a Gen 4 now because this is ridiculous. This thing is just super drop shut. I mean, that action is, and it's kind of nice so that flipper, you know, catches you on your thumb right there, so you get a chance to get your finger out of the way before the blade comes down on you. Oh my God, this thing, I'm in love. I'm in love. Like I said, I'm really torn. I want to put this thing in my pocket right now, but I've got 2 more knives coming in. One was a last minute trade, so I know that one I might hold off on carrying that for a bit. And honestly, for some reason, that knife coming in, I want to take to work with me. Wow, I can see it. This is definitely a grail type knife. I mean, I got lucky. I think they're around $650, brand new. I paid $610. You can, you know, I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a knife, and they go, I mean, they're up in these newer ones, like the Gen 4s I've seen trading on the buy sell trade pages for more than people are paying for them. So, I mean, if there's a knife you've been looking to get, find find an online group or check Facebook, because there, like I said, there is a knife group for every knife out there, and there's multiple ones like Everyday Blades, and I mean, so many of them out there that you can go and just look for people. I mean, they are constantly putting up buy sell trade posts, individual ones, or someone might start like a weekend one and you'll get a couple hundred guys posting different all sorts of knives and those on the weekends. But I absolutely love it. You can see the texturing here. I'm kind of glad I got the texturing. I think some of them are smooth. I mean, I know some of them are smooth. Honestly, I would have been happy with a plain Jane one, but I feel I've got real lucky on the price. And some of you might say, God, you are crazy, but if you see what these things are trading for, I got a really good deal. And those guys are pretty good. I had gotten the idea of getting one because I was a member, and another member said, hey man, I'm looking, you know, I've got money and I'm looking for my first Arius. And the other members are really good about getting on there and saying, hey, let's get this guy an Arius and this and that. And so I did the same thing this weekend, just saying, hey, looking for my first Arius, you know, I want to spend around this much money. Does anybody have anything? And lots of suggestions, and was able to get this one and got it even cheaper than he was asking for it. So let's try the thumb flick. Ooh, I can't do the, yeah, for some reason I must be riding the lock bar or something. But Spidey flick, I'm not really a, I don't know, thumb's okay, but I prefer Spidey flick or this. You know, if the knife was meant with a thumb thing, like some you can slow roll out or whatever, but this is a flipper for sure. Just an absolute beautiful knife. I was unsure about it, but I am glad I picked one up. And this might be one of the ones, like every knife in my collection, I think I'm going to hold on to forever. But something always comes up that you want more. So right now I'm totally happy with this one. I thought I'd get this, and if I liked it, I might try and get a Gen 4. I think, you know, this thing's going to be a user. I'm not afraid to carry any of my knives, expensive, inexpensive. They don't all go to the job site with me because those knives get pretty beat on. But God, that action. Yeah, I am super happy. Super happy it didn't get lost in the mail. I am super happy that it came, and wow, beautiful knife, guys. Beautiful knife. Oh man, so I've got a bunch of other videos to do. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but we'll see which one I end up carrying for the month. I mean, the packaging is great. I always talk about packaging. Nice magnet box, nice, just a cool looking box. When you're spending this kind of money on a knife, it's just that effort, you know, the guys put in the packaging. But there you go, guys. Like, share, subscribe, you know, comment down below. Let me know what you think of the Arius, and thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.